Charlie Kirk was talking stuff that he didn't agree with. He had a philosophy and ideology that he didn't agree with. And he went out and he murdered him in cold blood. Why? Because he wanted to silence dissenting voices. Why? Because he wants to intimidate the other people that are in the same vein, the same political territory as Charlie Kirk. That's the purpose why. That's terrorism. If you're killing people over ideologies, political ideologies, that's terrorism. You're a terrorist. Charge this motherfucker with terrorism.
Right. And this isn't the only thing that we've had broken today. The Washington Free Beacon did an article on
smooth brain take, man.
People that the FBI are investigating, and it looks like there could be a lot more going on just with the lead up. Like there were a couple of X accounts.
I know, right? I know, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Nobody, I hope that just like how we're being critical of this person, I hope that the fucking investigators, I hope the investigators use this person to get as much information as they can out of them, and then they charge them too. Because they're definitely involved, bro. There's no way. Like you said, he wasn't going to shoot a deer with a die fascist fucking bullet. Come on.
That have been since taken down, posts have been taken down, but one of them...
You got to be brain dead to believe that lie.
Very interesting day. So that it was before the day happened. And so, and during the press conferences that we've had so far, they've been pretty, officials have been pretty locked down on who else could be involved and co-conspirators. So I do think that there's just a lot going on in that investigation, and we'll have a lot more popping up in that direction.
Yeah, no doubt. And where are we at? Because in relation to the roommate, because if you get that type of information and you are seeing something so damaging where your boyfriend is saying pretty much, you know, I did this and here's how I did it, wouldn't you have to immediately say to the police, okay, we know who it is? Or because how?
Yeah, it's conspiracy right off the bat. I feel like no matter how you look at it, it's conspiracy right off the bat. Like, why did you not go to the law enforcement? Why didn't you go to law enforcement? Why didn't you report that? Come on. Let's not play naive here.
Or are you not implicated in this now?
Yeah, that's a good question. And authorities have been pretty careful about what they've said about his roommate.
I think that the roommate's going to get charged, bro. I think they're playing that classic cop movement where they get you to fucking confess to everything. They get as much information out of you, and then they're like, you know what? By the way, you're also charged. You might not be charged with the murder, but you're going to be charged with being an accomplice for sure. For sure. You're going to be charged with being an accomplice. You're going to be charged with obstruction of justice. There should be a bunch of other charges thrown at this guy too. He was egged on by fellow crazies. Wait until they find out he watches Destiny and Hasan. Oh, Hydra, dude. Don't get me started on Destiny and Hasan. Don't get me started on Destiny and Hasan, bro. Hasan fucking Piker, he's the root cause of a lot of this fucking radicalization, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that anything should actually happen to Hasan. He has equal freedom of speech to spread his bullshit propaganda. But if we are going to point fingers, we have to point fingers at Destiny and Hasan as well. You know? And I don't know if you watched my video. I know you just found my channel today, so you probably haven't had a chance to watch my other videos on this topic. I also don't like the fact that even though this was a right-wing person that was killed, so the right has a little bit more leverage in this situation. I don't like the fact that a lot of my favorite content creators came out also pointing the fingers, like Asmongold. You know, I'm a big supporter of Asmongold, but Asmongold came out, and instead of him just being like, you know, tempered and trying to find like, you know, some balanced take, he kind of went a little bit extreme. I'm not gonna lie. And I just feel like that doesn't help the problem either, you know? And I've had a lot of comments on my post as well from people on both sides pointing the fingers. And essentially, I'm just saying, like, look, we all have crazy rhetoric. There's crazy rhetoric on the left. There's crazy rhetoric on the right. I think that if we want to solve this problem in this country, at this point, we need to stop pointing fingers at each other. Both sides need to take some accountability and say, you know what? We really have been talking crazy for the last 10 years. let's tone it back so this doesn't continue happening. But unfortunately, what I've seen so far since this situation occurred is that both sides, I haven't, so far, to be honest, I haven't heard not one person from either side apologetic and say, you know what? My bad. I've been a commentator on this platform for the last 10, 15 years. I've been saying a lot of crazy stuff. Let's bring down the rhetoric. Let's find common ground. Let's find civility. I haven't seen anybody do that. You know, all Hasan had to do was say, you know what? I fucked up. I've been inciting violence with my words. I take it back. I want everybody in my community to take a step back from the ledge. Let's find what stuff we have in common with the people on the right. Let's try and fix this division in the country, and let's move forward. That's all he had to say. That's all Destiny had to say. But then I watched Hasan Abi's fucking reaction. Oh my God, bro. No fucking way. There's no way this guy's a real person. There's no way this guy's a real person. Homie found a way to make the whole situation about himself. Oh, I'm the victim. Oh my God. This could have been me. I was scheduled to debate Charlie Kirk in 2 weeks. Oh, this and oh that. And oh, I'm the victim. And oh, they're going to point fingers at me. Oh, this and like, you're not the victim, Hasan. If anything, you're one of the causes. You're not the victim. He was over here crying like he was the victim. And he had no remorse. He had no regret. He didn't even wish any prayers and thoughts to Charlie Kirk's wife and children. It was the most cold-blooded, cold, frigid reaction that I've ever seen to an assassination.